Have you ever just come home from school, work, or whatever you do on your regular Monday to Friday life? And have you ever just like come home and collapsed on your bed or chair, maybe feeling a little sad or bad about yourself, so then you end up whipping out your phone and opening Instagram, and then as you're looking through everyone's stories, you're seeing everyone living their best lives, going to parties, just hanging out, going to the mall or something, and then you just feel worse than you did before? Yeah, you're not the only one. And that's because as humans, there are a lot of things that we do that really aren't the best for us to do. And one of those things are comparing ourselves to literally anybody and everything, no matter what position we are in life. Like, we as humans literally compare ourselves to anyone and anything. We'll compare ourselves to our friends. We compare ourselves to celebrities. We compare ourselves to strangers that we haven't even met. But they just look like they're living cool lives, and I want that. Because I'm greedy. And I want what I don't have. And like I said before, I know I'm not alone on this. Or at least I hope I'm not alone on this. That'll be pretty sad. But I don't think I am though, because I know that as humans, we just naturally compare ourselves to anything. It's just what we do, because we always want more than what we already have. And as bad as it sounds, it still is a good thing to a certain extent. But it's definitely not the best way to live life, because then you end up forgetting how to live your own life. I know that sounds a bit weird, but let me explain. Going back to the previous example, have you ever just like opened Instagram and seen people go into parties and everything, and then you just think to yourself like, I want to do that? Or you see people posting their partners and then you're just like, I want to have that. I want to have a relationship. It's okay to like feel that way. Like, it's okay to want more than what you already have. But I think you need to ask yourself, how much of that want of that thing is fueled by you genuinely wanting it and having a genuine compulsion to have that, and how much of that desire is fueled by the fact that you just see other people having that, and then you just think that they're so happy because they have that, and now you think, I need to have that to be happy. Like, you know where I'm going with this? I need to work on articulating myself better. It's like that FOMO thing. It's like, do you really want to have that thing? Or are you sort of tricking yourself into wanting to have that thing because you see other people have it and you feel like you're missing out? That is kind of where I'm going with this. Because I really think that we'll be surprised how much of our desires are actually influenced by us just seeing other people having these things. Like, if you literally just don't see people posting themselves living their best lives, I guarantee you most of you wouldn't even want to live those lives. Like, I know I'm a homebody. I prefer staying at home. But sometimes I'll be seeing people posting them at parties. I'm like, I want to go to a party. Then I go to a party. And then I'm just like, I come home from the party and I just think to myself, well, that was cool, but I wouldn't want to do this like every weekend like I see other people doing it. Like, it's cool and all, but I love a simple life. I'm a simple guy, and I know most of you guys are probably simple people. And you know, it's kind of a bad thing. Not the being a simple guy stuff, that's okay. But the desire of wanting something because other people have that. That's the bad thing, because then we end up like modeling our lives to be like other people's lives rather than just creating our own. We compare, and then we want, and then we forget what we have. And that's another thing that comes with comparison. We end up forgetting what we already have. We become so ungrateful. We forget the value of what we already have. I just repeated myself 3 times. But yeah, and that's the funny thing, you know. It's like the things and aspects of our lives that we low-key forget that we have and forget to appreciate, someone else is probably comparing themselves to us because they probably want what we have. And it's just an endless cycle of us comparing ourselves to other people and then wanting what they have, and then other people comparing themselves to other people and then wanting what they have, and then them doing the same thing. And it's just an endless cycle of us wanting and not appreciating. Let's be grateful, guys. Like, we actually become so ungrateful, it's crazy. And another thing to consider is the fact that what we see online isn't even real life, bro. Like, what we see from these people that look like they're living perfect lives, we need to remember that what we see online is what they want us to see. Like, they have the power to decide how we perceive them. So they're not gonna show themselves being sad or lonely or anything like that. If they having like the best time of their life, they gonna take their phone out like and they're gonna post that. Nobody is gonna show that they're sad or that they're lonely. Everybody has good parts of life and everybody has bad parts of life, but no one is gonna post the bad parts because no one wants other people to see them vulnerable. No one wants to post their vulnerabilities. That vulnerable stuff is only for the homies. Like, no one is perfect and no one lives a perfect life. So the next time that you talk to that dude that you think is so cool or that girl that you think is so perfect, just know that they're probably going through some things just like how you're going through some things. They're just not gonna show it. No one's life is perfect. It's only when you genuinely get to know someone that you realize that they're human. What? Who would have thought that? I know I wouldn't. However, comparing yourselves to others isn't strictly a bad thing. It just depends how you go about doing it. Like, if I had to take myself for example, I got friends that are really impressive in certain aspects. Like, one of my friends, he's a really good actor, and the other one, he's really good with people, and the other one is a genius. Like he's literally a genius. And those are things that I respect about them. And when I compare myself in terms of those aspects to them, it's not like I'm trying to be them. It's rather I look at what they do and I'm impressed, and I'm like, how or like what aspects go into doing what it's not like I'm trying to do what they do to the T. It's rather I analyze the aspects of their craft and try and make it my own. But you get what I'm saying. But yeah, like, if you had to take something from this video, just remember not to compare the worst version of you to the best version of them. That's honestly some good knowledge that I've just given you there. But with that being said, that is the end of the video. So I would like to thank you for watching again, or first time. Subscribe. Yeah, cool. Thank you for watching.